Alrighty, folks. So I thought I'd try something a little new here on Bump Up Your Faith, little segment I am calling Word Nerd Nuggets. And I call it Word Nerd because I consider myself a word nerd. I'm a word nerd for the big W, word. And I also like to research the meaning behind words, particularly in the Bible, in the Greek and Hebrew. So that would be the little W, word nerd. And I've been hanging out in Song of Solomon lately due to its correlation between the Hebrew month of Elul. Now, the letters in Elul, E-L-U-L, the Hebrew acronym for those letters, corresponds to Song of Solomon 6:3, which is, I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. So I thought, due to the connection there between Song of Solomon and Elul, I would hang out a little bit in Song of Solomon. And while I was hanging out in Song of Solomon the other day, I came across, I was reading Solomon 5:2 out of the New King James. And here it is. I sleep, but my heart is awake. It is the voice of my beloved. He knocks, saying, Open for me, my sister, my love, my dove, my perfect one. For my head is covered with dew, my locks with the drops of the night. And now Song of Solomon is kind of unique. You know, on one level we have this storyline between this woman and this man, this conversation. And on another level, it's an analogy, Christ talking to his bride. So anyway, so I started to look at this verse. And what caught my attention was, open for me, my sister, my love. And that phrase there, my love, has a little note next to it. And my love translates, the note says, my companion, friend. And I got to thinking about that. You know, and this is the voice of the man talking. The Shulamite woman is repeating it, but this is the voice of the man talking. And I thought it was interesting, you know, my love translates my companion, friend. And so on one level, I was thinking, it's like God. It brought to mind God and Abraham when it says Abraham was a friend of God. And I got to thinking, are we a companion and a friend to God? Are we his friend or are we his enemy? And then, as in the marriage relationship with our spouses, I got to thinking, am I being a friend and a companion to my spouse? So if you're feeling convicted here, you're not alone. Join the club. But so then I researched that phrase, my love, a little deeper. And I looked it up in the Strong's, in the Hebrew, the Strong's Concordance. And my love translates darling, companion, of beloved bride. And I also looked it up in several different versions, translations. The New International Version says, Open to me, my sister, my darling, my dove, my flawless one. The New Living Translation, Open to me, my treasure. Did you ever stop and think that maybe you're God's treasure? Open to me, my treasure, my darling, my dove, my perfect one. And my absolute favorite comes from the King James. Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. So, beloved, it doesn't matter how much you've screwed up, what you've done in your life, you think you may have epically failed But if we approach God and ask for forgiveness, for repentance, He sees you, He sees me, He sees His bride as pure, sinless, and undefiled. That's what undefiled means. It means holy, consecrated. You're set apart, you're set aside. You're undefiled, you're not tarnished. So you, beloved, are the undefiled of God. And that, my dears, is the little word nerd nugget for the day.